I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at Stock Market Mentor on Saturday, February 4th, and I just want to take a look at Ren because I know some of you guys, some of the folks who get these videos are still involved in it. And how do I know that? Because the thing traded 20 million shares on Friday, and my bet is some of that was you. So here's the thing that you got to keep in mind, at least from my perspective. This is just my perspective. It's not the perspective. It's not, quote, true. It's just mine. My perspective is this entire move here, and about $3, by the way, of this company is in cash. They have about $3 per share in cash. So the rest of this, a lot of it is on hype, I guess. I don't think it's hype. It's just kind of a derivative. It's a symptom, whatever you want to call it, of the Facebook enthusiasm. You know this because this is why you're trading the stupid thing. But just remember, this is purely a technical trade now. You ain't trading fundamentals. You are trading other traders. You are trading the action and the behavior of other traders, and you are not going to hear a truer thing than what I just said on stocks like this. You are trading the behavior of other traders. And if you're the guy that buys up here at 678 and then is wondering why you still own the stock at 522, and you hear me saying, oh, $3 in cash per share, and that actually means something to you, like maybe there's a floor down here to stop the bleeding, you are the guy that I am trading against. Okay, don't be that guy. I will take your lunch, not every time, but it'll be amazing how many times I will eat your bologna sandwich, because that's what I do, and I'm trying to teach you to be that type of trader too. So we're going to go intraday here, and look, this was effectively, forget about this mess up here. This here on the second and then the third, this was effectively a double top. And look at the relative volume here. Okay, real high volume back here. Volume was 1.2 million shares on this one big day. Here, we got 1.2 million. And then we got another 1.2 million. And by the way, I'm not talking about each of these as days. This is 5-minute periods. So we got huge volume, actually more volume here because it spanned, several, about 20 minutes or so versus here. This doesn't really count to me because this was a continuation. The thing ran up. What I'm more concerned about is what a stock does after it's run up like this. So we get a big volume spike like this. This is where the stock peaks, and then it starts selling off. Then we get another volume spike like this. This is where the stock peaks, and it starts selling off. Well, this is Max Payne right here. No, I'm not talking about the Mark Wahlberg movie, which I thought was actually pretty horrible. This is Maximum Pain. Okay, this is where all these folks bought huge volume. This is a boatload of selling pressure right up here. When the stock gets up to this level, you're going to see selling. The only way, and this is why it's called trading as opposed to winning, the only way you're going to see traders not be selling, at least you're not going to see the selling as enough to push the stock lower, is if this whole Facebook feeding frenzy continues and the stock just churns higher. I don't really think that's going to happen. I think the market these days generally has the attention span of a gnat with ADD. So I think you're going to see this kind of calm down. But ultimately, longer term, as we start getting closer to the IPO, which can happen, tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. That would be Sunday. But, there could get an increasing amount of enthusiasm for the Facebook IPO. And here's the China, Facebook. One of them, I guess, what is it? Sina or Sohu, I forget which, is the other one. But you're going to see more involvement and more traders want to be long these stocks. But my sense is you're going to see it kind of calm down for a while. So I wouldn't be trading this stock. I'm not trading it. I will change my mind if the stock hits a new high. If it moves up above this level, I'll be there right along with you, buying the snot out of it, because the only way a stock ultimately breaks out above something like this, I mean, look at the percentage gains here. Only way a stock breaks out here is if there's a ton of demand. And if there's that kind of demand, I want to be there early. But absent that, I just see this as a stock that's, you know what, it's going to wind up being a distraction for you. And you know I'm telling you the truth. It's going to be a distraction for you if you're long this stock now, because you're always going to be waiting for the next move higher, but you're also going to be wary of the next move lower. You're going to say, well, okay, I know I got support right here, but what happens if the stock comes down to here or even down here, which would really just be fall down to this prior resistance area, new support. It's just too much leeway to give a stock to the downside. So I'm just telling you, ditch this thing and trade something else for a while. Keep it on your radar screen through stock alerts, stuff like that. But just don't mess around with it, okay? I'm telling you, it's a waste of your time, and there are a ton of good opportunities around. Lots of good opportunities around to be trading right here, right now. Okay, and by the way, speaking of that, members, get over to the strategy session. I got 2 videos instead of the usual 3 on the weekends, because my first video, I'm talking to you a lot about the overall market, and how important it is for you to be involved, and I'm telling you ways to do that. So get over there now.